Great appearance for Pitt County Little League, and here is their batting order 1 through 12 in our continuous batting order that's used in Little League. This team won it all last year, and this year they'll be playing for 3rd place against this Oklahoma team. And carrying the load in the circle for Oklahoma this week has been Harmony White.
Yeah, she's thrown a lot of innings, 23 innings this week, but has under a 1 ERA because she has just been so good, so much fun to watch. A lot of emotion when she's in the circle. You can just tell that she has so much fun competing with this team. And man, Michelle, she's just been tough to hit.
Look at that, over 350 pitches on the week. But you're right. I mean, she's been one of the toughest pitchers in the circle. Really good changeup. And when she throws that, it just makes all her other pitches pop. Should be a fun one.
This game's got to mean a little bit more to both teams because, yes, they're playing for 3rd place, but this will be the last game of the summer with their team. Caroline Reynolds to lead off for North Carolina.
And so to your point, too, Courtney, is that, you know, a lot of these young ladies, this will be the last time this particular team can play together because quite a few of the athletes will age out. So that means they'll move up to the next division of Little League.
Yeah, all of these athletes cannot have turned 13 before January 1st of this year.
Got to soak up every moment that you can of the summer, and it's kind of a nice thing to know, go into it, know this is your last game no matter what. You want to go out on a high note. Just a great summer of softball for both of these teams.
Yeah, it's so difficult to get here. The competition that you have to play in regionals, and even this North Carolina team who they have to win their state tournament in order to qualify for the World Series because they are the host state. That still is not easy to do.
You know, with the growth of Little League and the competition and more players, coaches, and teams wanting to make it, to be able to play right here on this field. They see it on TV, the exposure, and they want a chance to play in the World Series.
There's Jaron Brown, the manager for North Carolina. They call him Coach G. His real job is working in human resources, but also has been coaching this Little League team, also coaches travel softball. His daughter Kenzie is on the team. And it's a full count from Harmony White to Caroline Reynolds, who has led off the game with a hit or a walk in 3 of their 4 games this week. Slow roller to second. Cameron Helton charging on it, and Bella Hood does a nice job of adjusting to that throw.
Good job by Helton. I think a little bit of a smile when she's like, whoops, tossed that a little high.
I like her ribbons today that match the uniform. Has she had those ribbons in her hair every day, or do we think that's a new? I think that's a new addition for the 3rd place game, just stepping it up. Maybe had the bubble braid going, but the ribbons are new. She's a good little player, great defender and second baseman.
She was 3 for 3 yesterday with a double, too, at the plate. And here's Michaela Montgomery, who has been the main arm in the circle for North Carolina, but North Carolina had to go to extra innings yesterday against Indiana, and Michaela pitched in those extra innings. So if you pitch 7 or more innings, you have to have a calendar day's rest, so she will not be able to pitch today for North Carolina, but she's still bringing that big bat.
Put her in the 2-hole for a reason. She's got a great swing. The only left-handed pitcher that we saw at the World Series this year. Michelle's bummed about that.
I feel like that's a little bit of an anomaly. I mean, normally there's more of us lefties hanging out. So
Michelle was going to get down there and pitch a little bit for some of these teams. Need some southpaws.
I don't think they would be opposed to that.
Yeah.
Great job, White.
Yeah, Harmony White fielding her position.
Yeah.
Now, Kenzie Brown, her superstition, she told us on her questionnaire, is she's got to listen to the same pregame music. Her dad, of course, the manager of this team. If Kenzie won the lottery, guys, she would buy a private jet so she could go wherever she wanted. I'm sure Dad would appreciate that.
Good choice, exactly.
Be along for the ride for that one. Be awesome. Both of these states and regions, I should say, have had so much success in this tournament. North Carolina has consistently found themselves in the championship game or third place game, and so is the Southwest region year in and year out.
Pop up in the infield. Bella Hood's got it. Rocking the cool shades today, too. 3 up, 3 down, and I think Harmony White's loving it.
Big personality, Michelle. Seeing Harmony White in the circle pre-game, just making the most of every single second at the Little League Softball World Series.
World Series appearance for Tulsa National Little League, and their batting order runs 1 through 10 in continuous batting order. Every player on your roster on the lineup card. Milana Flaminio Littlejohn is the leadoff today for Oklahoma, and a new look in the circle. Remember, we told you that their main pitcher unavailable today. She has to take a day off, so Emily Mills is going to get the start in the circle.
Yeah, Emily Mills throws a good fastball, changeup, a heavy drop ball. She's going to need to use that. In the state tournament, she threw 6 innings. She threw her strike rate at 64%. So had a good outing to pick up a win. She'll be looking to try to keep this Oklahoma team at bay.
And there's Michaela Montgomery, who pitched 7 innings yesterday, so by rule has to have a calendar day of rest before she can pitch again.
One of the things that Emily Mills said that she was most looking forward to in her questionnaire was getting to pitch in front of a big crowd. And to do that today for the 3rd place game.
Illegal pitch.
And so she gets stepped on with her hands together. You have to start with your hands apart, get the side. And that is a ball to the batter.
Even something small like that, just a new little routine that sometimes you go through practice and you're just throwing pitches and you accidentally get into the routine at practice of walking up with your hands together because you're practiced and just focused on other things. So going to be a new routine for her. She just misses that outside corner and walks Milana.
Well, a lot of these younger athletes are used to taking their signs off the back of the rubber, and then they just step on the rubber and go. And so that rule is basically to make them get on the rubber with their hands apart, then come together. It's a presentation of the ball, basically.
Well, here's Cameron Helton, who was great at the plate yesterday. 3 for 3 showing the bunt. Back to Mills, who fields her position well. That moves Flaminio Littlejohn into scoring position.
It's a big first out for Mills to be able to pop off that pitching rubber, come out of the pitch, pick up the bunt, and throw a strike over the first. Great job to get that first out of the game.
I would imagine she's feeling excited, probably a little bit nervous. We saw so much Michaela Montgomery, and now she's got her chance here. This is a big deal for Emily Mills to get to pitch in this game.
Tatum Frisbee. And Oklahoma, a team who has struggled to score some runs this week. They've only averaged just over 1 run per game in their 4 games they've played. Trying to change that here, go out on a high note if they can bump around Flaminio Littlejohn, who started this game with a walk.
They're the youngest team out of all 12 teams in the field, too. They're the youngest team in the regional as well.
In the regional, Oklahoma lost their first game to Louisiana, had to win 4 straight, and then beat Louisiana in the regional championship. Amanda, you got to call that game.
Yeah, they knocked out every other team at the regional. There were 5 teams at the regional, and they were the team that ended the other 4 season, all of them.
It's always a very strong regional, as you were talking about, always showing up here late in the World Series.
Because you have two Texas teams. You had a team from Louisiana, who was the runner-up at the World Series last year, and then a team from New Mexico.
There's Jonathan Arias, who's the manager of this Oklahoma team.
But every year, the Southwest team seems to find themselves all the way to the Final 3, Final 4 team standing. Since 2013, they've made it to the semifinal game.
Second walk of the inning. Yeah, this Southwest region, 8-time World Series champ. And you mentioned the youth, the average age of Oklahoma, 11.9 years old. The last time that Southwest won was an Oklahoma team, a different little league, but that was in 2021. Southwest has won 4 games every year since 2016. That will not be the case this year, as they're 2-2.
Yeah, I think Milana from Minneote Littlejohn at second base is the only one who can't return next year, and she's one of the tiniest ones. Great leadoff hitter for them, super determined, competitive, fast. Plays a great center field.
And Riley Whited tapping her chest. That's on me. Knew it was a good pitch to hit. She's down behind 0-2. And Isabella Ford just going out to talk to her pitcher, Emily Mills. Just rolls off her bat, dives in the dirt, and productive for Riley Whited, 2 in scoring position.
One of those full swing bunts, and really good job by Mills to charge in and get this, because Riley Whited has been a big bat for this Oklahoma team. Had been hitting leadoff. They moved her down in the order. So
a tied for the team lead in average this week, 375. And now Palmer Minor, the catcher, 1 for 2 yesterday with a walk. Pretty shot towards the gap in left, 1 run across. Tatum Frisbee will also score, and Oklahoma has a 2-0 lead.
I love that. I love the way that Whited and Minor are hitting back-to-back in this game in the 4 and 5 spots. Both of those bats have been very big for Oklahoma, and Minor comes up big after Whited moved both runners into scoring position. This blast in the gap is going to put 2 big runs on the board for Oklahoma. You can see the way she gets into that ball, gets it down on the green. And because Frisbee had been moved over into scoring position, is able to touch home plate. Big lead here for Oklahoma.
It's a big lead because Oklahoma, like we said, only averaged this week about just over 1 run per game.
Big. This is huge for them.
And so in Little League, with 2 outs, you can use a courtesy runner for the pitcher or catcher. So Palmer Minor was at second. She's going to have Riley Whited, who's the last recorded out, be a courtesy runner for her, so she can go get ready. Hannah Arias at the plate. The daughter of the manager, Jonathan Arias. She's a big FSU softball fan. Also likes to watch gymnastics on TV.
I like her hobby. Playing with dogs.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Also making slushies.
And I think she paints nails, too. So she has a lot of different interests. Hannah does. Still working on that trip to Japan, her dream vacation.
Fantastic. Yeah, you told the story, Amanda. How did her dad find out?
Through the questionnaires that he read through when she turned it in before the regional, that they're going to go to Japan for her 16th birthday. Dream vacation that no longer will be a dream when she turns 16, according to Hannah. So Coach Arias said they're going to start saving up now for that trip. So that was new news to him.
They've got 4 years. She's 12, so better get on that, Coach. Dad.
Great trip. Can't wait to
Set it up. They can watch some good pro softball while they're over there.
Oh, good point. She probably thought it was really cool to meet the team from Japan.
Yeah.
He had said that she loves all things Japanese. Sushi, the culture.
He called illegal on that pitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Can't hear anything.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I did hear
Missed it.
Yeah.
So that's a ball to the batter, and that results in the 3rd walk this inning. Harmony White now. I mean, has it been 2 days since her big blast over the fence? I've kind of lost track of time.
It has. It's 2 days ago, Friday.
Amazing.
I mean, came up with a runner on, the game on the line, and in danger of
Not being able to pitch as well.
yes, if they had gone to
6.
extra innings and she had come back in, she wouldn't have been able to pitch on Saturday, and decided, you know what, this is the time. I'm going to hit my first ever home run. Win this game, we're moving on.
That's right.
And we do not have a lot of home runs here.
No, it was only the 2nd.
It's a rarity.
Yeah, the 2nd in this World Series, just the 5th time since we've been here in Greenville, starting in 2021, that we've had a home run over the fence. Oh my goodness. Fair ball, but I thought it might go over the fence again. Runner's got to go so Harmony can advance.
Our home run was to center field, but showing off some pull power here. We all thought that had a chance to get out of here, but 200 down the line. This went, what, 192 feet? So absolutely turns on it, just out of the reach of Powers, who made a great hustle play on it, but Hannah Arias thought that she missed second, so had to go back and tag and slipped a little bit, and then got to 3rd base. And you're right, Court, Harmony White was right behind her. Beautiful swing by Harmony White.
You know, Harmony was able to get the ball because her dad sprinted out to center field, and the outfield brought it back to her. It's back at the dorm. She's keeping it. She has already plans to get a shadow box to put that first home run ball on her shelf back in her bedroom. Maybe the first of many. She's very close to maybe having 2 souvenirs.
Very cool. Got to protect that ball. And there is out number 3, but Oklahoma, an offensive explosion for this Oklahoma team. 3 runs in the bottom of the 1st inning. It's home run. We've had 6 total since we started playing here in 2021.
And 4 of those have been from a team from the Southwest region that have hit it out. Just goes to show again the strength of that region year in and year out with their softball teams.
Harmony White and her defense retired the first 3 batters they've faced. Now Skylar Powers in the cleanup spot. She's got a .600 on base percentage this week. 4 walks.
A tough out. Harmony's still throwing with great velocity, even on this 4th, 5th day that she's pitched. She's throwing with good velocity, 57, 58.
She's got that great mechanic and that changeup. And that energy at the end of her pitches. Amanda, she's been fun to watch.
Doing this since the regional with the biggest smile on her face.
She can
Just
elevate, right?
Competitor.
Yeah. You can see that upspin, top of the zone. She works with that changeup, but for me, it's always the stomp at the end, you know, just the excitement when she gets the strikeout.
Sometimes she'll do like a sword that she'll put back into its place. Like, she'll whip that one out mid-at-bat. It's not always for a strikeout that she does that. She must feel really good about one of those pitches, like in the middle of an at-bat, and be like, phew, back to put her sword up. We'll look for it here.
I wonder if she does that when she swords a hitter, you know, when hitters are like, you know, they have that half swing, they call that a sword.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look for it, see if we get it in this game.
Look for it.
Lily Nichols still have not confirmed if she cut a hole in the new socks she was given to go along with her superstition.
Just so much fun to watch these pitchers grow up and see if we end up seeing them at the college level and get to call their games, like a Kat Sandercock, a Carly Hoover from LSU. Kat played at Florida State.
It was cool. I got to be on the call when she threw a perfect game in the regional round, I think it was, a couple years ago. Was it regional or supers?
I think it was regionals.
I think it was regionals. I did both the regional and super there this year. I mean, that year, so.
Yeah, that was
Kat
big.
Sandercock, right? Tallahassee?
Yeah.
And Carly Hoover, right? She was successful. She was started her career at Stanford, went to LSU, and her parents actually got the Little League Parents of the Year award. I don't know, actually it's probably of the year, but the Little League Parents Award.
Yeah.
So. Dave and Jolene Hoover. So.
Jolene used to be the head volleyball coach at Clemson.
Yep.
I think Kat's parents got it, I think, the year before, maybe 2 years ago.
Impressive. Carly is playing professionally over in Japan, so continuing her career. So it's great to see that these little leaguers, you know, they go through, they play college and go on to become elite athletes in the softball world.
Well, I thought it was neat too. Carly was here when her parents were given that award. She came up in the booth with us, and her mom had found her Little League jersey. She was wearing it.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I saw that actually interview.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Of course. Softball.
Tonight's Sunday Night Baseball matchup, the series finale between the Cubs and the Cardinals, 7 Eastern, ESPN Deportes and ESPN Radio with another StatCast edition on ESPN2. Our coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific with Baseball Tonight, Sunday Night Countdown. Now the second baseman, Ava Wilson, 2 down for Harmony White and her Oklahoma defense.
And you guys know that, too, so many teams that are sitting at home watching this World Series, they're going to go to work starting now. Probably this
100%.
week, they're going to set a new goal and maybe put it on a vision board and tell their teammates, create a buddy system to start working hard with the goal of making it to next year's World Series.
Yeah. Speak it into existence, right? See it, watch it, become it.
Ava Wilson has had some big moments this summer, had the game-winning bunt at State to send them here to the World Series in the 8th inning.
Yeah, really good second base, too, this week.
She's put in the extra time to get better at that. Her favorite team is the Savannah Bananas. I think they put up a record for runs last night in Colorado.
Really?
I remember exactly what it was, but it was like in the 30s.
Wow.
I'm not sure how the scoring works with them. Is it normal? Who knows?
I don't know.
I feel like it wouldn't be, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Elevated elevation out there, the ball.
Yeah. The yellow unis remind me of the Savannah Bananas.
We've had a pretty famous softball player spend some time with the Bananas. Jocelyn Allo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
For a couple weeks, played with
That's
them
right. I
last
forgot about
year.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive. She said she had a great time.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
Just fighting in this at bat by Ava Wilson. 8th pitch of the at bat coming up.
Two strikeouts in the inning for Harmony White.
Harmony White is just enjoying her time at the Little League World Series. She epitomizes what it's like to be a little leaguer, just enjoying every moment, getting support from the fans and from Dad, having an endless summer.
So tough to score against. Connecticut trying to do something to push a run across. And we don't see stealing home very often at the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City. And we definitely do not see it here. A bit of a delayed steal from Mascari, but that was an awesome moment.
Well, you were right. Pennsylvania's only given up one run.
And that's it.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
was
only
it.
Run.
We just showed it to you.
For some reason, a lot of threats yesterday in that game, in many games. So I thought maybe that one had snuck across. But of course, Reagan Bills, she's been money.
Stop.
I'm just trying to copy Michelle.
Yep. Oklahoma was able to plate 3 runs in the first inning. They brought 8 to the plate, and now Jaylee Littlejohn in the 9th spot will lead off against Emily Mills.
There have been a lot of similarities between the Women's College World Series and the Little League Softball World Series with how many close games that we've had, a lot of 1-run, 2-run games, just like Oklahoma City this year. That was the most watched Women's College World Series we've had.
Had some record crowds, too.
Yes.
At both places, here and in Oklahoma City.
So many similarities.
People paying attention. I love it.
I will say no Appendix G here in Little League. Did check the rule book. They don't have an Appendix G that I saw.
If you're a softball fan, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Appendix G, 4 million people know, because that's how many people were watching during that time on ABC.
Go back and watch the highlight of the UCLA-Tennessee game for Appendix G.
The longest 20 minutes of Megan Grant's life. 9 shutouts, 7 come from behind wins. And there's a strikeout for Emily Mills, her first.
Going with her changeup, Emily Mills's first strikeout at the Little League Softball World Series. Great spot, over the top rotation, falls off the table. Emily Mills coming back, starting the 2nd inning with vengeance after giving up those 3 runs in the first, settling into this game.
Casey Metcalf, bottom of the order for Oklahoma. First pitch strike.
Mills starting to look a little more comfortable. And that's the pitch she needs to use right there. It sets everything else up. It just kind of loops and drops into the zone. The changeup out of the hand, to me, looks like her best pitch right now, and it'll help set up that harder stuff at the top of the zone.
It's really good.
Back-to-back strikeouts on the changeup. Look at the smile. Well-deserved smile. Look at the way she's going to pop this pitch out, that over-the-top rotation, just like the last one, Amanda, and it just kind of loops down. It's hard to see because your eyes identify it out in front, and it looks like it's going to be faster because it's up in your eyes, and then it just dips down as it travels over the plate.
Top of the order, Milana Flaminio Littlejohn started this game with a walk, came around and scored a run. Her favorite athlete, Jocelyn Alla. We were just talking about Jocelyn Alla.
Mills said her superstition is that she has to have at least 1 braid in her hair, which she has working today.
Yes.
But at least 1. That means it could be 2, 3. It could go to multiples. Today we got the 1 braid working.
It's a solid braid. Diving grab by Abby Polplatz. Hot corner.
We have not seen her play much third base here at the World Series, but she gets a start there today so that she can make plays like this. She has waited all summer to make a play like that. One earned run given up between both of them. Wow. That's staggering. It's amazing. Let's see what we get.
Yeah, the hitters will be challenged, that's for sure.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Isabella Ford leading off the third inning for North Carolina. You can find Little League on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the official handles at Little League. And don't forget to use hashtag LLWS. Three strikeouts now for Harmony White.
And she's retired everybody in order. Her rise ball is popping today. She's just loose. You mentioned it earlier, Amanda. She's just relaxed, having fun, loose, no pressure.
She's a joy to watch pitch. She really is. So lucky that I've gotten to see her for basically 2 weeks in a row. Just compete, a lot of elimination games, a lot of heart. And, you know, you feel like when Harmony White's in the circle, you have a chance to beat anybody. Consistency every time that she steps into the circle, no matter what the game is.
And the defense has been good behind
Really
her.
good.
It's just about scoring runs for this Oklahoma team, and they've done that early, so even more so that takes the pressure off the pitcher and the defense. The smiles, just love it.
Jonathan Arias, the Oklahoma manager, has talked about how high competitors are on this team for Oklahoma. They believe in themselves until that last out is made. Avery Cash will take the free pass. First batter to reach for North Carolina today.
And remember, Oklahoma won it in 2021. And then, of course, North Carolina, the same Little League, won it last year. So a rich history of championships, especially since we've been here in Greenville once it moved from Oregon to here.
Abby Polplatz just made that stellar play at third base to get out of the last inning.
That was awesome.
We've seen some great defense. I mean, all aspects of the game have been outstanding. We've seen big hits and clutch situations, incredible defense, and then, of course, keep mentioning the pitchers have been outstanding. I mean, the level of Little League softball play, I would say over the last 5 years, has definitely gotten so much better year after year.
For sure. It's led to some fun games this year.
Well, it's such a great experience for them, and get to be on TV, pitch in high or play in high pressure situations.
Toward shallow right, just in fair territory for Abby Polplatz, and both runners are safe. Just her second hit this week.
Really liked how Oklahoma's defense just moved around on this play. So Helton tracked down this ball, but you're going to see Milana, the center fielder, coming back up perfectly. So she's not just watching, she's actually behind Riley White here, able to secure the ball that got past her. So I just really like that defensive rotation that Oklahoma just showed there. Milana Littlejohn in the right spot at the right time, not just spectating.
First hit of the day. Diving to make the grab, Palmer Minor.
And that's the other thing we've seen at this tournament is some outstanding catching. I mean, the catchers, we talk a lot about the pitchers, but the catchers have just been incredible. Palmer Minor has just been incredible for Harmony White all tournament long, making that big catch, going up and getting it, framing pitches, throwing runners out. Just incredible.
Just a little stud. Had that big hit earlier on, too.
And that's a big out.
Huge out.
North Carolina's got two on. The Tying run at the plate, Lily Harris was looking for her first hit this week. Cameron Helton running on it, and North Carolina will lead 2-1. Our score holds here in our third place game at the World Series. Oklahoma up by 3.
It's been an awesome week. So much hard work and care for this sport. It's awesome to see.
We've had a lot more bells and whistles, right? You can tell the production of it. It's been so amazing.
Well, Cameron Helton will lead off. And now it's time for Meet the Player. We'll meet Cameron Helton, presented by Uncrustables. Her favorite softball player is her sister, Cheney Helton, who plays at Oklahoma. Her favorite celebrity, Patty Gasso, Oklahoma's head coach.
I love that.
And there is her sister, Cheney, who Patty said she could come this week, of course, to watch her sister play in the World Series.
A lot of these players look up to her and that Oklahoma team, as a lot of softball players do, but especially when you're from Oklahoma and you know somebody that plays on the team, that's always a big deal. You really look up to them.
It makes it feel attainable, right?
Yes.
Like, hey, I know her sister. We play together. Maybe someday I can do that too. Yeah.
We're from the same community.
That's
We're
right.
from the same area. If she can do it, I can do it.
I love that she listed Patty Gasso as a celebrity.
I was going to say that. Yeah, not her favorite head coach, celebrity.
Celebrity.
So good.
She is a celebrity. She is a statue, guys.
Yes.
He dives out of these huge zones, and you actually get a normal strike zone.
Tatum Frisbee. Oh, it's close. Just foul.
At the regional, we had this in Waco, the Southwest Regional. I felt like we had this gravitational pull down the left foul line that any ball hit that way just landed foul by a foot to 2 feet. And I feel like there's one here on this field. There's been a lot of balls down the right field line that have just barely landed foul. So it shifted, just a different pull.
The view coming in from right field. Slow roller up the middle, looking for 2. Got 1.
Riley Whited coming up to bat. She first started playing softball, or should I say, learned to hit a softball when she was 2. Her mom was a softball player, put it up on a tee, and she would just love hitting it when she was a little toddler. Started taking lessons when she was 6 years old from Talon Edwards, who played at Oklahoma State, going to play at Texas A&M, and since then this has been the dream. She does also do some competitive stuff with CrossFit. Her mom says it's kind of funny because she'll go into the CrossFit gym and she's the only kid in there, her at 12 years old, with a bunch of 20-year-olds trying CrossFit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, her coaches told us too that she plays the game 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Well, and they vote different awards or superlatives, and she's one of the ones that was voted most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
Because that is one of the superlatives, believe it or not.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out of our team who would win that one of our broadcast crew.
Riley White sneaks a shot out to left, and it's 2-1.
My vote would go to Michelle.
Oh, 1,000%. Michelle is surviving a zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
There's no question about it.
Got all sorts of things to help me get through that unfortunate situation.
She's handy.
Yeah,
She knows
tools.
a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah. She's got tools. She's strong. Yeah, she's got a lot going for her to survive.
We're not making it, Amanda.
If we're with Michelle, we're making it. If we're not, we're not.
goodness.
Fantastic.
I can grow stuff, you know, in case I need to make our own food.
Case in point. There's only one right answer here.
I mean, only one of us has ever driven a tractor around the field here at the Little League Softball World Series. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Michelle got out there and helped the grounds crew.
She's like right at home.
That's right. See? Just got to embrace it all, the experiences.
Well, Amanda, I would vote you best hair. Although Michelle is really close too.
Oh, well, I don't know. Mine's just...
Palmer Minor moves the runners into scoring position.
Emily Mills just continues to work out of some jams. Had that 3 up, 3 down inning in the second inning. I feel like since then she's just really settled into this game.
Courtesy runner. Well, our next ESPN WNBA game is Tuesday night, 7:30 Eastern. We'll have Paige Beckers and the Wings taking on Kelsey Mitchell, Leah Boston, the Fever. Coverage tips with the Countdown crew at 7. So they're going to use a courtesy runner for the catcher, Palmer Minor, who reached on the fielder's choice. So that will be the last recorded out, which is Tatum Frisbee. Arias walked in the first inning. It was a big first inning for Oklahoma, 3 runs.
Hannah Arias is all the way in the front of the box, more than I think I've seen any hitter this entire week. She is scooted up close, trying to not be out in front. The velocity that Mills has in this AB, put right on the line. So when that changeup could come in handy for Mills.
Yes, absolutely.
Kind of a giveaway when that hitter moves up in the box against you, that they're trying to get to your pitch sooner because they're out in front of you.
And with that changeup, they have less time to be able to identify it. Tends to be a better pitch when hitters are up in that box.
This will be the 7th pitch that Hannah Arias has seen.
There's so many more things that are added on to a hitter than when I played. Like, I'm looking at the elbow guard, the wrist guard. I didn't wear a face mask. I do think I wore batting gloves, but there's just a lot of things going on these days that a hitter has on their arm and upper body.
Sunglasses. I could never hit in sunglasses.
Same.
Depth perception.
Yeah,
very
the
difficult.
same way.
What about pitching in sunglasses?
Not really.
Yeah.
I didn't like to do that either.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the real thing, the real view, no obstruction.
Now, absolutely
Pun intended.
had the visor going. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hopped into Pole Platz's glove. Not seen those 2 young ladies pitch. You can see it today, 3 Eastern on ABC, as Indiana and Pennsylvania face off for the World Series championship. Harmony White in the circle. Also been a fun one to watch.
Outstanding. I mean, look at that. Hasn't given up an earned run. I mean, all week long, she's been tough to barrel up.
Yeah, exhibit C, D, or E. I mean, you have many options.
Yeah.
Love the way that the Japan pitcher through as well, Ozaki.
Yep. Michaela Montgomery for this North Carolina team, who is not throwing today, but through every other game has just been outstanding for them.
Gemma Braxton will lead off. Her favorite athlete is Tegan Kavan.
It's a great choice. Another
Texas pitcher.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The popular answer after winning that first national championship in June.
You know, that'll do it. This North Carolina team has gone 3-1 this week. They started 3-0. All three of those wins were come from behind wins, and a nickname for them, the Cardiac Kids, started in their state tournament when they trailed in a couple of games by 4-0, came back and won, advanced to the World Series.
Definitely makes for some of the favorite moments too for the fans when they had that comeback in the 5th inning, comeback in the 6th, and they waited until later in the game for those first two.
Yeah.
Harmony White starts this inning with a strikeout. Her 4th.
Just painting this outside corner. And then Miners sticking that pitch. Freezes Gemma Braxton for her 4th strikeout. First time through. Harmony White has been tough. Only a couple have reached against her.
And she'll start with the top of this North Carolina order. Second time she has seen Caroline Reynolds. Caroline Reynolds has seen her. You know, you guys mentioned it earlier that this is probably the time when teams that we might see next year at the World Series start working. So if you're one of those teams that's watching, what are some areas of emphasis that you should be working on to help your cause to make it here next year, next summer?
I think step number one is to start a group text with some teammates and friends and have some accountability partners to just keep that energy going, to set up some practices together. So that's a very general and broad thing, but I think that's step number one, is to pull more people into your goal with you, and you can all work toward it together. Now, maybe on the physical side of things, what do you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's important also to get more of your neighbors involved, because there's a lot of leagues that have league play that might have 4 or 5 teams, and then they pick all-stars from those leagues.
A hit for Caroline Reynolds, her 5th hit this week.
One of the things a lot of the coaches talked about too, Michelle, was a big focus on pitching.
Yep.
Understanding the importance of having depth in the circle, and a beautiful swing by Caroline Reynolds, who was here last year as World Series champion with this team. But the importance of having depth in the circle and a pitcher that can take you a long way. Or two.
Yes, well, exactly, or 2. And so I was going to say being able to play multiple positions, right? So you're versatile, and then everybody hits. So work on your hitting, even if you're a pitcher that maybe in travel ball does not always hit. It's important to make sure you're swinging it, because in Little League you will hit. Every athlete on the team has an opportunity to bat, but it's multiple positions, so that if you have 12 or 13 members on the team, you can all play different positions.
Make the best defense for your team.
And we've seen, as this tournament has gone on, how tough it's been for the hitters because of the good pitching this week. So getting those extra swings in. Michaela Montgomery, a hard hit ball to 3rd.
Couple of hits back-to-back here for North Carolina, starting to get something cooking here. Second time through the lineup, they've barreled up the ball pretty good.
Those lefties are just letting those pitches get deep and hitting them hard to the left side. With Reynolds and Montgomery and now Brown coming up, there's 3 lefties in a row. That's going to go down as an error, but whew, that was a crushed ball.
North Carolina left 2 on in the last inning. Can Kenzie Brown move these runners around? She represents the tying run at the plate.
It's been really cute to see Kenzie's sister in the stands and her mom. Chris has had such great stories about Kenzie's mom, and of course her dad, Jaron, is the third base coach and the manager of this team. And there's her mom, the same place down the right field wall.
You got it, let's go!
What a swing from Kenzie Brown. Mom's gonna love it. Beautiful shot. Just her second hit.
These lefties are coming up, and they are on time, Michelle.
Yeah, that ball a little bit elevated, and she just rotates. Look at how she barrels that up, gets it in the gap. That ball was just mashed. No hesitation on her swing, and a couple of big runs up on the board now for North Carolina.
Just a one-run ball game.
Yes.
They do call them the cardiac kids. They like to come from behind. Oh, watch out for that beat.
Yeah. Needs to throw that changeup a little bit more. Harmony White does, with the way that they are just on time with her 57, 58 stuff. 54 for that one. So a little bit down on velocity compared to how she started this game, which she's thrown a lot. She's starting to get a little bit tired.
Skylar Powers' big opportunity here, the tying run at second.
There it is again, 57.
One ball, 2 strikes. Play.
Strikeout number 5.
Kenzie Brown's mom loved that last hit, and you always find her against the wall and always with the same souvenirs sitting there on the ledge. That is the hat from her Little League World Series back in 1996. She's kept it all these years. She had some funny stories to tell when I was talking to her about how different it was back then. She was like, yeah, you got a t-shirt and you got shorts, and it was made with cotton. And but hopefully Kenzie keeps a hat, and they each have souvenirs from their days playing here in Little League Softball World Series.
Yeah, so cool. And you're right, I mean, they get geared out. Head to toe, bats, shoes.
Best of the best. I do remember when the wicking material became a thing, though, when you went from cotton to the wicking material that would pull the sweat and try to keep you cooler. That was a big deal.
It was a big deal. The science of sports, right?
Yeah.
It's been a big part of the growth of a lot of sports. So it's, you know, the science of training the athlete, but then also the gear athletes use.
Billy Nichols got that tying run at second. Riley Whited, yes. But North Carolina has cut this to a one-run game.
Reynolds got on, and then Montgomery, the lefties, getting it done at the top. But it was Kenzie Brown who had a couple of RBIs, and her mom going right back at her in every moment at the World Series.
That's right.
Fantastic. Her dad Kyle in the stands. I'll never forget him sprinting out to center field to get her home run ball.
So cool. In every single pitch with these young players. And how about Emily Mills? Since that double by White, she has retired 7 of the last 8 that she has faced with only 1 walk. So the last person to get a hit off of her was that White double.
She's settled in. See if Harmony White can try to get that offensive engine cranked up again for Oklahoma. I thought it was also cool that Harmony White says that her favorite sport outside of softball, or one of her hobbies, is to play flag football.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah,
Flag football's really taken off.
big time.
Yeah. Polplatz. Man, stepping up at third base today, Abby Polplatz.
Yeah, she's been good at the hot spot.
Here comes Bella Hood, who plays Little League because she wants to make the Women's College World Series someday. You know, you mentioned playing different positions. Michelle, something to work on for Bella. Defensively, it's been a challenge for her this year because she hasn't played a lot of first base, but she has been the first baseman for this Oklahoma team and gotten a lot of experience there this summer.
Yeah, that's big. And that's, you know, you were talking earlier about advice for teams for next year, and that's what we were saying, is that sometimes you make an all-star team, you might be an everyday second baseman, but you might be needed at shortstop, or you might be an everyday third baseman. Well, you might need to be able to play first base. So it's always good to learn multiple positions.
Here she is again, Emily Mills,
Yes.
just rolling ground balls and using that changeup more. So that's 3 strikeouts for Mills, and all 3 have come on her changeup. Putting that pitch deeper into her palm and just keeping it low in the zone, having her catcher help her out for it, scooping that out of the dirt, and still getting the out at 1 on the drop third strike. That changeup has been the difference maker for her.
Yep.
Jaylee Littlejohn takes the first pitch back to Emily Mills. A quick 3-up, 3-down inning with another strikeout for Emily.
Minasan so genki. They're always so happy and cheerful.
Always.
just a great team. And I loved how all the other teams wanted to hang out with them. And how about Indiana saying that they won for them? That was really cool.
They have built a friendship. I imagine that we'll see Team Japan in the stands later today in our championship game, because they have built this friendship and this bond with the Indiana team who's playing in the championship. And it's been so cool to see after yesterday's win, Indiana went and told their friends, Team Japan, they won it for them.
Yeah, I was there for that moment. They were standing right outside the gates when Indiana comes off the field to celebrate, and here they are coming up to them, giving hugs and saying, we wanted to do this for you. They were waiting there to celebrate with Indiana as soon as they walked off the field.
So great.
But remember, too, Indiana is a team that knocked them out, and they still feel this connection with them, even through the competition, and knowing that they lost to them to get out of the tournament. Really special.
Yeah, that's something that you hope these athletes take away, and probably one of their biggest takeaways several years down the road. Maybe they don't remember every single pitch. They're going to remember who they met, the teams that love softball just like they do.
Well, and that game that Indiana beat, it was a 1-0 game. It was close, and Japan had an opportunity to try to tie it late in the game, and so it was a heartbreaker for Japan, and it just was so sweet to see the way the athletes got together.
Cameron Helton ready. Little League would like to extend a special thank you to its official sponsors, Adidas, AD Star Softballs. Official sponsor support allows Little League to create experiences for communities, volunteers, and young athletes all season long. Little League would also like to thank its dedicated volunteers who make the program a special experience for millions of children around the world.
A hard-line drive outs by North Carolina.
Yeah, these last couple innings, they've barreled the ball up pretty good.
Well, we're getting late in this game where those 2 outs instead of 2 base runners in a 1-run game are big-time difference makers. If that gets through the middle of the field past Harmony White to start this inning, or finds a gap instead of going into Helton's glove, it's a different feel in this game.
North Carolina had an opportunity to tie this game in the bottom of the 4th inning, left that tying run on second, or the top of the 4th.
And I think both of these teams came in, we saw both the teams before the game, came in a little bit tired looking. It's been a long week. They've played a lot of games, but once the lights come on or once that first pitch was thrown, you could tell that they've just locked it in.
Well, and yesterday was hot, right? We had a couple days of cloud cover where it wasn't quite as warm, but yesterday took a lot out of the athletes. But as you mentioned, Amanda, they just, you get on the field, you bounce back. At this age, you're just like, woo, ready to go.
You want to win. If you're playing in a game of any type, you want to win.
Absolutely.
Ball and 2 strikes to Avery Cash from Harmony White.
Accuracy and command has been so good. Just missing a little bit on these last 2 pitches, but even at the regional, she only walked 2 hitters the entire regional. She's walked a few more here because the level of competition has gotten better. They're not chasing as much, but still great command.
That's the second walk that Avery Cash has drawn today.
Those patient hitters were always so frustrating as a pitcher. And you could just feel it, especially when they walked once against you and they didn't really chase anything, and then they come up again and put more pressure on you as a pitcher to make a pitch.
Abby Polplatz.
And she has had such a great game. Got the start at third base. She just has been wanting the ball over on defense. Made a SportsCenter top 10 play, at least in my mind, earlier in the game. She has a hit. She has been leveling up this game.
Her favorite movie is Shrek, which is an excellent choice.
She's ready. Look how just engaged she is, too, in this at-bat. Amped up, ready to hit against White.
Tying run at first for North Carolina.
Well, if anything gets through the outfield, then Cash is going to be able to score. She's the shortstop over at first base. Great speed.
Bella Hood tracking it. She's been working, playing first base out of position this summer and did a great job. The Little League Softball World Series on ESPN is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Job for Ava, she's dangerous. Hashtag hard work pays off.
I like the hashtag.
Always.
She's playing at second base.
You can tell she's been working hard on her defense, too. She's looked great this week.
And Macy Metcalf trying to lead off with the bunt. If she won the lottery, she would buy a mansion and puppies.
It's the life.
Those are good choices. Fill the mansion with puppies.
Maybe somebody that you can pay someone to take the puppies out when they need to go out in the middle of the night. Then you have the best of both worlds. You don't have to wake up when you're sleeping. That's a part of having puppies. You gotta take them out. You gotta take care of them.
It's like your little Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi.
Yeah. You know, there's something about the World Series and puppies, guys. Not just the players, but Chris, you have a story about a dog in the Little League Softball World Series?
Yeah, sometimes when it rains here, you don't really have a lot to do. And Amanda was showing me about her dogs, and we were in the process of thinking of getting a dog. And then you wait around long enough, and you'll just sign up for a dog during a rain delay. I did, from the same place that Amanda got hers, got on a wait list. Ours is named after a diamond sport. Ours is named after the head coach, baseball coach at Tennessee, Tony Vitello.
Oh, I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah. Vito Toledo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So awesome.
When we have when we have rain delays, you start
You might get a dog.
That's right.
great kind of off-topic conversations,
Yeah.
and you might join the wait list for a dog, and then you wait long enough, and it's your turn to get one.
Look at these cute guys.
Doodles, right?
Doodles, yeah.
Doodles.
Doodles.
Just got a doodle.
They're so cute.
Oh my gosh, so funny. So many good times here.
Ball.
Milana Flaminio Littlejohn, top of the order for Oklahoma. As they try to add to this lead, North Carolina will have a chance in the top of the 6th inning to catch up here in our 3rd place game.
It's really like every time Oklahoma plays, they are in these close games that are one-run games, tie games.
Ball.
North Carolina has had these come from behind wins, but if you're the parent for an Oklahoma team, it's just constant intensity of just close games. Emily Mills has just done such a great job.
Settling in, just had that little bit of a rough first inning, but so good after.
Retired 11 of the last 12. And in her questionnaire, she asked, who does she look up to the most? And she actually said Braylon Johnson, who was the pitcher for this North Carolina team last year that won the World Series. And they have the same pitching and hitting coach. Braylon Johnson, after winning the World Series, got an invite to try out for the U15 U.S. softball national team and made the team.
It's impressive.
Yeah, that is so cool. It must feel amazing to wear USA across your chest, right?
Incredible. Yeah, especially at this age, I can't even imagine. I mean, I obviously was later in my career when I represented Team USA, but to play at the Little League World Series and then be asked to play on the U15 team and play in a Junior World Championship, wow.
And she was a pitcher who hit, too.
Yeah.
She's really good.
And she's left-handed. I might just
Left-handed.
Ah, there it is. Hit by a pitch and a walk, have 2 on for Oklahoma.
So back-to-back years that North Carolina, their ace pitcher has been a little lefty. Emily Mills is their #2 pitcher pitching in this game today. It's Michaela Montgomery, not eligible to pitch today for a day of rest. She's playing first base, though.
They needed her for 7 innings yesterday, which means she's got to take a day off. Cameron Helton bunting. Little collision at 3rd. Runner's going to be safe. Bases are loaded. No outs.
Great execution by Hilton to put down that bunt. Emily Mills makes a decision to go to 3rd base, which I think surprised Metcalf as well, as she went in standing up instead of sliding. I don't think she was expecting a throw to come to 3rd base on a bunt, but bases loaded for Oklahoma with the middle of their lineup coming up.
Tatum Frisbee, infield creeping in on her.
Yeah, and yesterday they did not come in. You can see, so these middle infielders are now in. And in yesterday's game, they stayed back, and a couple of runs ended up scoring, which were the difference makers in the game.
And Cash, the shortstop, is playing so much up the middle of the field, too. Really opens up the 5-6 hole.
Five, 6 is wide open. Oof.
So important when you're getting that lead over at 3rd base that you lead off in foul territory for a play like that, just in case the hitter hits a ball toward you. If you get hit in fair territory, you're out, but if you're in foul territory, you're safe. Little reminders.
Look at this. Look at that huge hole. She's more pulled up the middle.
Polplatz. Wow. Got it. Abby Polplatz today. Money.
That is a huge play defensively for this North Carolina team. Look at Polplatz. She's going to catch this line drive and immediately knows she needs to go after that lead runner. Metcalf caught off the bag. So this huge double play, bases loaded toward the end of the game here in the bottom of the 5th. Wow, that is a huge, huge play for North Carolina.
Polplatz on defense, 3 assists, 3 putouts, and a double play.
Impressive.
So awesome.
Just throw her over at third base. She's got it.
What a game for her. So fun to see.
Shortstop Riley Whited lifting it to center. Caroline Reynolds dives. Look at this defense. Come on.
Well, they say at times the momentum that you can make defensively can carry over to the offense. Great catch out in center field. Caroline Reynolds coming up big time. This defense, can it carry over? Can they put a run up on the board to tie it up? We'll find out in the top of the 6th. Have been on a mission to try to get to this championship game and win it for their communities. And it's been a little bit since Pennsylvania, right? They won one back in 1978.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
First time for Indiana.
Yeah.
Wow.
Indiana's never won one. Again, that's coming up at 3 Eastern on ABC. Last chance of the summer here for North Carolina. Here in our 3rd place game, Emily Mills, who has been in the circle today, will lead off. It's 10, 11, and 12 due up for North Carolina.
Right.
Emily Mills has just done such a great job. She gave up in the circle. She gave up those 3 runs in the 1st inning, and her defense has had her back. She stepped up in some big moments. Kinsey Brown had that 2 RBI double that helped get this team back into the game offensively.
A hit to left, and Littlejohn, who was just put into left field, immediately dusted.
Because that's how it always works.
Absolutely, the ball finds you. The reacts in the circle are just precious.
Now, Harmony White, it's been a pleasure to watch her pitch. You've got to see a little bit of her personality, or a lot of her personality, come out. Bunt. Oh, it just dives. Fair. Oh, Palmer Minor.
Palmer Minor. You know, we have had some superstar catchers for these pitchers, Amanda. Look at the way she's going to pop out at this.
I just can't believe that it stayed fair and just died right there. And then the throw around the base runner, that is so hard. It's a blind throw. Bella Hood is tall. She threw it high so she could get to it. That is not an easy play at all. I still really can't believe that just died once I hit the ground. It did not roll at all.
Wasn't even spinning. Just whoop, done. And now quickly 2 outs. North Carolina down to its final out. Gemma Braxton at the bottom of the order.
Felt like none of these games have been easy. So many close games, and the offense has kind of trickled away as the tournament has gone on. A lot of offense early on, not a lot of offense in the last 8 games.
The first 12 games of this tournament, we had 91 runs scored, but the last 8 games, just 27 runs, 5 shutouts during that time.
Yeah, the pitchers have prevailed for sure.
O2 coming to Gemma Braxton. And Oklahoma taking the third place game at this year's Little League Softball World Series.
Still a big deal, especially with the competition level of this World Series, to claim that third place spot.
I mean, think about it. You're third in the world at this age group. I mean, it's impressive. It's all these teams here have been outstanding, but congratulations to North Carolina on a great season. But this Oklahoma team, a lot of resilience, fun to watch.
Yeah, and a young team. A lot of these players are eligible to come back next year. What an experience for them.
Just great experience that they can build on maybe for next year. But Harmony White, my goodness, we will always remember watching her compete with that smile and joy in the circle, her command, the home run, all the things.
Yeah.
Making the final out. I mean,
Yeah.
really, she's just doing it all.
On this ball popped up, and so fitting that she makes the last out of the game. Mom and dad cheering her on, and a lot of intensity.
And Harmony